Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome to my blog, sophiaorbosh.com. My award-winning blog. I'm still going to claim it's award-winning because I actually got an email. Okay, I went into my spam email saying that I won some kind of award in Albania. I'm not sure it's in the post, so who am I to disbelieve that? So I'm still going to claim that it's an award-winning blog. I haven't got the award yet. It's in the post. It's coming from Albania, where I was recently. Went to my spam email, but there you go. So where am I today? Where am I now? I moved out of Albania. I moved out of Montenegro. So I'm actually, it's the 5th of October. It's an absolutely glorious day. I'm actually in Belgrade, the capital of Serbia. So it's absolutely, it's about, I don't know, it's about like 22 or 23 degrees. I'm wearing a coat. I can't believe I'm wearing a coat, but I'm wearing shorts. I'm still wearing shorts. 5 years I've not experienced a winter, and I have no intention of experiencing winter if I can get away with it, you know. So, but it gets cold here at night, so, you know, you can feel it happening. So, but look, that's just normal. So where am I actually today? Oh, Belgrade. I swear to God, when I first came here, the first couple of days, I wasn't that impressed, but it looked very interesting. But the more I'm seeing, the more impressed I'm getting. It's an absolutely beautiful city. Okay, there's parts of it that's not so good, but that's the same as everywhere, really, you know. But like today, actually, at the moment, I'm in Belgrade Fortress, and it's been around a long time. I think the first mention of it was in the 3rd century BC. I think it was the Celts. Come on, the Celts. I knew there was an Irish connection. I think the Celts settled it. I'm not a bit surprised because I had a couple of beers last night and I got speaking to a lot of Serbian people last night, and they really kind of reminded me of Irish people. We had a lot of beers, number one, but I don't know, they were really friendly, you know. I really liked them, and just very passionate about their country and their history. And you know, there's been a lot of trouble here in the last 20 or 30 years, or that's like, I don't know, 2,000 years. But they were just keen to explain it in a good way, you know. So that was okay. So I'm actually in the fortress. I said it was founded in the 3rd BC. At one time, most of the population lived within these walls of the fortress, and so it was like, I suppose this is where the city began, you know. I'll just kind of turn the camera around there so you can actually see it rather than me going on about it, you know. So the one thing that really is surprising is how well preserved it is. I'm like, you have had unbelievable conflict in this fort, you know, or in this castle, whatever you call it. So you see the Danube? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Hold on, I'll move over another bit there. Isn't that like, man, that is a river that gives a statement, you know. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. So, as I said, it's amazing that this castle or fortress is so well preserved, because it's been through a lot, you know. And like, the Celts were here first. Go on, the Celts. The Celts were here first. Then you had the Romans. It seems to be like a common picture in all this area in the Balkans. The Romans then were followed by the Byzantines, and then of course you had the Ottomans. And so I'll go up here. Just want to show you, look at this, look at that for a view. Oh my God, like, look at how stunning that is. Do you know, I almost think that a river makes a city. I'm like, look at that for an absolutely amazing view. So you can see how significant the fortress was to be put up here, you know, in this area. So, as I said, it's been through sieges. It's got like kind of knocked around in the Second World War and the First World War. I think talking to Serbians, they all kind of like will remind you that I suppose the big battle here in Serbia, or this area for them, was the Battle of Kosovo, and that was like an extremely major battle between the Ottoman Empire and the Serbians. And at the end of the battle, it was so ferocious that there was actually kind of no one really standing in the armies after, you know. So, but I think that the Ottoman Empire just had more men then to bring on, you know. So, but a lot of Serbians will say, you know, if it wasn't for us, the Ottoman Empire would have like reached Paris or London, you know. So, you know, I think there's a bit of truth in that, you know. So it's like the Balkans. It's like there's so much history here. There's one thing I noticed about going about being in the Balkans is that, like, no matter what country I'm in, everyone will tell you, you know, this country was like at least 3 times bigger than it is now. And like I keep saying, like, that can't be true for every country, you know. When I was in Albania, they said, well, Albania used to be 3 times bigger. When I'm in Serbia, they'll say, well, we used to be 3 times bigger. When I was in Bulgaria and I said I was going to Macedonia, they said, well, that is Bulgaria. So come on, like everyone can't be 3 times bigger, but there's a lot of history here. But this is a sensational castle. I mean, like, sensational. Or fortress, I think it's called, you know. So it's been through like sieges. It's been through, I mean, like, it was occupied by the Austrians for a bit. They kicked out the Ottomans. Then the Ottomans came back and kicked out the Austrians. And eventually the Serbians then got the Ottomans out. They got the Ottomans out, and then of course you had the First World War and the Second World War. So it's, I mean, there is so much history in this castle. I'm just going to stand up here just to kind of give you a better view. But it's so well preserved. And it's like free entry, which is amazing, because I would pay a lot of money to get in here. Look at the Danube. Oh my God, look at the Danube. And if you look over to the other side there, that is what they call New Belgrade, you know. So this is a historical old city, and over there is where they're trying to kind of build a new city, you know. So I haven't gone there yet, and I'm not too sure if I'm too interested to see skyscrapers, you know. Just look around, it's absolutely beautiful. So as I said, Belgrade has really surprised me. Gonna stay here for a while, for a couple of weeks, check it out. You know, I've been a couple of places and I always kind of know very quickly if I would live in a city for a year or something like that. I think this would be one of the places I would. It's got 2 million people here. So I'm like, that's a major city, you know. And you feel 2 million people here. I mean, like, the traffic here is absolutely diabolical, but so you can see there's still a lot of tourists around here for October, so I'm like, it's perfect time to walk around here, you know. It's said like 22, 23 degrees in October, so another year 5. Yeah, oh yeah, look at the rapid transport system. I think this is absolutely, I think it's probably the most impressive fort I've seen by a long shot. You can just see, because it's such a strategic kind of place above the city, is that you can actually see how important it was, you know. I'm like, why have a fort? I mean, like, there's been so many battles, but like, why have a fort if you don't use it, if you don't have battles? As like a friend of mine said to me one time, like a very Irish saying, he said that, oh, I said, you're not feeling well. Oh, no, I'm not feeling well. I might be on the way out. I don't think I'd last. I don't think I'll last very long, you know. And I was kind of, oh, no, I'd say you're fine, you know. Don't worry. Sure, you look great. Sure, he says, I think there might be something wrong with me, you know. And I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with you, you know. And he said, sure, it's better to have something wrong with me, he said, because to be ashamed to die, he said, nothing wrong with you. So like that's a very, very Irish kind of logic, you know. Yeah, you're better off like dying with something wrong with you than dying and not have anything wrong with you. Well, what a waste that would be, you know. So the man is still around, which is great. So just have a look around there. Obviously that's like from Turkish area, I'd say. So I'm talking to the Serbians last night. I don't try and get into politics or religion or whatever on my website or vlog, you know. And that's where I'm going to keep it, you know, because I really want it to be about travel, personal, and a bit of history, you know. But one thing about the Serbians, I think they feel very aggrieved, you know. They basically said to me, you know, like for Europe, we were the stopgap for a lot of like the Ottoman Empire's expansion into like Western Europe, and they were said, you know, we were on the side of the Allies in World War I and II, when most of our neighbours around here were on the side of like Nazi Germany and their alliance, you know. So, you know, I didn't get into it, like, but I really was interested in hearing their views, you know, because, like, that's why I come here. That's why I want to see places like this. You know, I just want to hear people. Like, we have so much misconceptions about other places when we travel, so it's really good to hear other people. You know, I'm not going to get into big political discussion with them, but I'm really interested in hearing what people say in like Serbia and Albania and Bulgaria and Macedonia, even though the Macedonians I didn't think really said a whole lot because they were super quiet, nice and friendly, but very hard to engage in conversation. So that's really it. It's like, that's me. If I would recommend, you know, there's so much. There's so many places to see, short city breaks. You're only a couple of hours away from Dublin or London, you know. Get to somewhere here, even if it's for like a Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You will love it. You will love it. A pint of beer is €1.50. €1.50, and you know me, that's like my gold standard, you know. I measure everything by price of beer, you know. So that's it from the absolutely stunning, beautiful, impressive, best fortress I've ever seen, best castle I've ever seen, and that's even from a man like whose city is Blarney Castle. Blarney Castle, oh, well, I don't want to ruin it, it's not that great, you know. Okay, so take it easy. I'm still in shorts. Whoop. I'm still in shorts. You know, I hate wearing long pants. Year 5, I haven't seen a winter in 5 years. If it's going to get cold, if I'm putting on a long pants, I'm out of here so quick. It's like so easy to take it on a flight and go somewhere warm. Okay, so take it easy. Oops. Take it easy, and thanks very much. www.sophiaburst.com. Why did I call it Sofia Burst? I'm everywhere but Sofia now. Thanks a million. Take it easy. From my award-winning blog, award-winning from Albania. The award is in the post. They said it. Who am I to disbelieve it? Okay, thank you. Bye.